Purdue University was hit with tragedy. After the shooting death of Andrew Bolt on campus, the entire university rallied together. News 18's Brittany Tyner takes a look back at an ever-changing year for the Purdue Boilermakers.
Witness that was in room 67 said there were gunshots down the basement and somebody was holding somebody down.
January 21st was a day that would forever change Purdue University. That was the day 24-year-old Cody Cousins shot and killed 21-year-old Andrew Bolt in the electrical engineering building.
This individual seemed to have had intentions for the decedent and took the action the individual took and then turned around and left the building.
That same night, Purdue student government hosted a candlelight vigil to remember Bolt. It was a time to mourn and a time for the campus to come together.
It brought us together, made us feel like we really are family as Boilermakers.
It's important to show that when tragic events occur, that the community is willing to step up.
After the shooting, a panel was tasked with sifting through the concerns and suggestions from the campus community about security. The panel's report said more communication and training is needed. Also, students and faculty should have to opt out of the text alert system, not opt in. It also suggested that campus doors should have locks, and at the start of the school year in August, students may have noticed emergency alert beacons.
Really what we want is, with this Purdue alert system, is kind of a defense in depth or alert system in depth. So you have multiple opportunities to get the message, and the system will probably err on telling you more than one way just to make sure that we get the message out.
Months after the shooting, a lawsuit was filed by the Purdue exponent against Purdue University. The newspaper wanted surveillance video released from the day of the shooting showing photographer Michael Takeda pushed against the wall by police and then escorted from the building after he tried to access the scene of the crime. That video was released by the university in August.
I was just trying to find something fresh as like any other news journalist, and that didn't go well.
According to Purdue, the officer who pushed Takeda was admonished. President Mitch Daniels concluded his second year at Purdue in 2014. He continued to work on his Purdue moves and focused his efforts on student affordability. He was there when GE Aviation announced plans to build a new jet engine facility here in Lafayette. Purdue is involved in providing skills and training support for the facility. In December, it was announced that GE will invest $10 million over the course of 5 years, all for research of advanced manufacturing.
I think our skills at Purdue, our research capabilities, and GE's needs, particularly in aviation, couldn't be better matched.
More than $110,000. That's how much of his incentive pay Daniels earned this past year. That's out of a possible $126,000 that was at risk. The trustees said there's room for improvement when it comes to fundraising and ways to measure student growth.
There was a lot of struggle, in trying to do it perfectly the first time. No, we can never get it perfect. But we're pleased with the categories that were established, the challenges, and we're pleased with his performance.
For this next year, Daniels will put another $126,000 at risk. Student affordability, student success, fundraising, university academic excellence, and measuring campus research will be the metrics used to determine his at-risk pay. In West Lafayette, Brittany Tyner, News 8.